Heyo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IoT Nuggets.
Stop messing me up, Doug. I don't know which one you're going with, man.
I'm keeping you on. I gotta keep you on your toes. Somebody's got to do it.
I love it.
And we're happy to be back. As we always are. We love IoT Nuggets. We love being joined by guests who are the movers and shakers and the thinkers and the makers. Look at that.
Ooh.
In the IoT space. And so
whoever says that Doug's not a professional at this crap, okay?
Hey, don't try this at home, you kids.
That's right. No way.
So Doug Cohen from M10 Social, that's me. I am joined in the middle screen right there by my illustrious co-host, Mr. Steve Brummer from IoT Group.
Yes, that's the most applause I've gotten in a long time.
Steve Brummer, everybody. And we're also joined today by Mr. Chris Whitaker from Telarus. And their website is telarus.com, just like it says on the screen there, TELARUS.com. We're going to talk a little bit about his company and what they're doing in the IoT space. Wanted to remind everybody to go to BHIOTgroup.com way up there in the corner. If you want to connect with Steve Brummer, John Hubler, and the rest of the IoT Group team to talk about your IoT strategy, deployment, how to bring it to market, and also make sure that you connect with us on YouTube as well as LinkedIn, easily searchable and findable, so you can check out all the other IoT nuggets because we do these all the time. And so with that said, for today's IoT nugget, we're talking to Chris Whitaker about Telarus and what they are doing in the space. I'm going to hand that off to you, Steve.
Whatever works.
It does, especially for you and I, Chris. It's okay.
Yeah. On, off, over.
Yeah, exactly. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. You know, I was looking forward to this. So for everybody out there in IoT Nugget land, Chris and I have known each other a while, and we banter back and forth all the time. And so this is just, I've been looking forward to this. So Chris, why don't you tell the world a little bit about you and Telarus and what you do, and a little bit about your IoT strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, when they say, connect with BHIOTgroup.com, I mean, that's what I did. And I'm a better person for it. So thank you for that. You and John have been great to work with. Your knowledge, you share it so freely. But the same token, you're a businessman. So we'll save that for another conversation. But I am so fortunate to be in the role that I'm in. I feel like my whole life has led me up to this moment where I've been a technologist and an early adopter for years. I'm not an engineer, but I love technology. I love how it makes our lives better, growing up watching the Jetsons and, wanting to live in that kind of world. So in my role today at Telarus, on the advanced solutions team, and I have, 3 other counterparts. So we're considered the advanced solutions team. Over half our business at Telarus as a technology service distributor is advanced services. And those advanced services, of course, are UCaaS, CCaaS, cloud and cybersecurity. And then, of course, you got me bringing up the back there with mobility and the Internet of Things. Arguably, probably the most exciting of all those, all right? I mean, cloud and UCaaS and CCaaS definitely changing the landscape of communications, but they've been around for a little bit, and yes, Steve's thinking, well, IoT's been around a little bit too, right? 20 plus years, but I feel like it's just now getting to its 30, a long time, much longer than I've been around. So, I haven't been in telecom for just over 20 years myself, so I'm a young pup compared to you, Steve, right?
Thank you. I'm not sure how to take that one. Thanks a lot.
hey, you're my mentor, so I'll give you that. So it's been really cool to transition from just terrestrial landline and fiber and dial tone to really getting into the possibilities, the world of possible, right? It just keeps getting bigger, it seems. So my role is working with our partner base that they're all telecom and technology consultants and advisors. A lot of them are dubbed the term digital strategist because it's become so much more than just telecom anymore, so much more than just IT, right? It's all converging. So helping our partners kind of I look at myself as kind of a sales enabler of educating and being that ambassador for the Internet of Things, all things wireless, cellular technology. Think of telecom expense management, mobile device management, even satellite internet. So every day brings on a new venture and learning about a new offering. So it's never a dull moment.
And so, what's your IoT strategy for your agents and resellers? Are they looking at bundled solutions? How do you keep it simple for them to sell?
Well, you hit it on the head, keeping it simple. I mean, ease of doing business. Pretty much any channel, reseller channel, that if you want to see it struggle and die on the vine, make it complicated, make it super complex, process rich, where you got to check 20 boxes and you got to get 10 different approvals. I mean, so our goal is exactly that. We are working with dozens of suppliers. Just a couple of years ago, it was always a science project, but now there's companies that are smart enough going, hey, look, we'll take the hardware, the sensors, we'll get the platform and the software, and we'll get the connectivity. We'll put it all in one, bundled OpEx type monthly recurring charge, and now it's easy to consume, which makes it easy to sell. So that's a big part of it. And we've, we've been at this for 19 years as a company. So we have a very large base of partners that have their customer base. And we're teaching them to do what we call a STAR, a strategic targeted account review. So the great news, a lot of our partners are already working with these companies that can benefit from all things cellular and IoT.
Excellent. So, what's some of the biggest challenges you're having to deal with on a day in, day out basis in this, putting with the program and with your channel partners?
Challenges. I think change is hard for some people, right? Most of us, if we're honest, change is hard. So, taking very seasoned, successful partners that have been selling terrestrial landlines, for example, for a decade plus, and asking them to pivot and do more of a business needs analysis instead of a technology needs analysis. That seems to be the challenge. And the great news is we're overcoming it daily. We're doing academies, we're doing lunch and learns, we're doing pit stops. It's all about awareness. When I talk to my partners, when they first sold the first ever voice over IP line, that was very complicated to them. It was a complex process. Now they do it in their sleep because they've been doing it now for 10 plus years. So that's the story. It's like, you want to become an expert in the Internet of Things and mobility, do it, research it, follow IoT Nuggets, right? Contact the IoT Group and work with me. I mean, there's a lot of ways. It's not going to happen all by itself. You need to put that due diligence in, and our partners are eagerly doing it. So it's really exciting.
And so, the very competitive nature from a distribution and master side. Tell us why people should, if you're a reseller, why should you come to your group, to Telarus and the IoT Mobility Group? What advantages do you bring besides your, wit Wednesday and your wit?
Besides knowing you, Steve. Well,
yeah,
and having been in this space for a long time, I've been a supplier myself more than I've been on this side of the table. Right. And there's a lot of great people in this business. I'm fortunate to have called many of them friends. But the key thing that attracted me to want to be a part of this team at Telarus, it's a lot more than just a broker. We're a lot more than just a technology service distributor. We have an army of sales engineers, solution architects. We have a deep bench of marketing professionals that help our partners build websites, come with marketing campaigns, even design their polos and their hats and stuff to give to their customers. And we even have a program to help our partners reinvest back into their business, whether it be loans, all kind of financial services to help them invest back into their business to either get new processes, new software, and even hire new employees. So we do a lot more than just be that middleman. We bring a lot to the table.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Chris. As I said, I've been looking forward to this for a while since inviting you, and appreciate your time and your insight. And I will plug, join Chris on his LinkedIn posts on called Wit Wednesdays. And they're extremely informal, and they have good, Chris.
Good mojo, right? Good energy.
You do a great job. I mean, you bring up different topics, and their life topics as well as technical topics, which is absolutely hysterical and fun. So thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for the invite, guys.
All right, Doug, back to you, bud.
Well, thank you very much, Steve. And Chris, thank you very much for the overview and the insights and the shout out to IoT Nuggets. That was I caught that. Very nice, very nice. But I was also very impressed at the end, especially when you talked about kind of the whole portfolio and that you cover everything for the folks that work with you. It's really a one-stop shop, the proverbial one-stop shop. So I thought that was very cool to hear too. Very impressive what you folks are doing. And thanks everybody for joining in to IoT Nuggets and watching this episode. Please join us for the next one and connect with us on LinkedIn and YouTube, and go to bhiotgroup.com for the website to reach out to Steve and John and the rest of the team there to talk about your IoT deployment. And if you are a company owner or a subject matter expert in the space, let us know, and you can join us on one of these episodes of IoT Nuggets, just like Chris Whitaker, VP of Advanced Solutions, IoT and Mobility for Telarus, Telarus.com. And thank you, everybody, once again for joining. We'll see you on the next episode.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys. You too.